I don't know, I probably went to 10 contracting courses in different places all over the country. It was interesting as part of getting certified. I was a flight commander for a contracting squadron in Omaha for 3 years. Worked on strategic command, which is a joint command there, which does in charge of our nuclear stuff. We had, I had a little group that, I don't know, we had probably $150 million worth of contracts just in my little group for everything from, you know, nuclear switches probably to paint. It just depended.
So they don't split it amongst categories, or it's just overall all the purchases?
Well, they have it broken up. We had in our group, we had you have base contracting, which takes care of construction services like if you hired somebody off base to come in and do your janitorial service or clean your runway of tire marks so you could have a good runway or whatever. Everything done, even the laundry on base to take care of the airmen's uniforms for them would be a contract. Everything is a contract. This building is, there's a contract here for your power, your lights, and I don't know how it works with the state and A&M system and stuff, but they have one. And somebody manages that. And it's one of those things behind the scenes. Just like if you went downtown to the hospital, there would be a contracting person there, because if they're out of antibiotics or saline solution or something, the contracting person has to get it. The doctor doesn't know where to get it. He just wants it there when he needs it to save somebody, right?
Absolutely.
Where's my Tylenol? Somebody has to buy it. So ironically, well, it's not glamorous. It's sort of the behind the scenes business machinery that keeps the military running. It's also useful if you want to get out, because contracting people, of course, are trained and they're in demand by defense contractors like Northrop Grumman, General Dynamics, the Lockheed Martin plant in Fort Worth. They would be hiring people like me once we retire to go over and do the other side, subject to certain laws and restrictions, so there's no conflict of interest. But one of the ironies about contracting is that when the first and military, Army, every military has, even the Coast Guard has its contracting people. When you deploy somewhere like Iraq or Afghanistan or wherever you're going, contracting people are generally some of the first people to go with everybody. You just don't hear about them, but somebody has to go over there and set up stuff. So when I would deploy, we would generally be out in the front, and then, you know, the camp where it's not glamorous, but the camp where the people are serving and living in tents. Somebody has to get a contract to make sure that porta potties are brought in, or else they're pooping out in the sand, and the water bottles and everything, and, you know, so many things, mess tents. Who's gonna feed these people, right? Where are they gonna get their new ammo or new boots when their boots break down because they've been out marching? So all these things are, an army runs on its logistics, on its stomach. If you don't take care of those things, then they're more likely to lose. Right? If the planes don't have parts, tires, brakes, and people who know how to fix them, well then they're not going to be airborne, and they're not going to be able to refuel the B-2s who need to get over to Iran and blow up the nuclear plant, right? So it's a complex system with a gazillion moving parts, and to coordinate all that is what makes the military special, because everything, they train they train the crap out of you so that when time comes for something serious like that, hopefully everything is working like a well-organized home or a class, only 100 times more complicated.